first off, can you talk a little bit, just kind of give a little background of your work as an artist and what you've been involved in?
Yeah, so my work is predominantly sort of large-scale, immersive environments, playful experiences, or public art pieces. I really like to do a lot of pieces that are in the public sphere. So a couple years ago, back in 2012, I did a large piece across the Stone Arch Bridge for the Northern Spark Festival, where I spanned a giant Dr. Seuss quote across both sides of the bridge. So a lot of things also visible at night with lights, bright colors. My background is really in growing up around sort of amusement parks and themed spaces and going to the Jersey Shore and the boardwalk when I was a kid, so a lot of the sort of lights and signage and sort of vintage feel of a bygone era come into my work from more of an aesthetic standpoint. So.
Very good. And so we're in a vacant space in a building, kitty corner from the blocky that's going under a renovation. Can you talk about what you've done with this space? It's one of the more unique ones as part of this Made Here project.
Yeah, so Joan came to me with this space many months ago, and we looked at it from the inside and the outside, and I knew it had 18 windows and it was on the second floor of a building, and I really wanted to create a piece very site specific, both specific to the physical qualities of the space as well as sort of the background and the history of this building. So I came and did a lot of measurements, and then I did extensive research through both the History Center and the Minnesota Historical Society as well as the Hennepin History Museum. And so I looked at a lot of old photos of the building from many decades and saw that there were so many different businesses that came in and out of this space throughout the years. Anywhere from a drugstore and a cigar store to hair salons to a dancing school, cafes, and Fannie Farmer's candy stores downstairs, and tailors, seamstresses, just in and out. And it's so odd to me because now this building's just been vacant for so many years, and all that history and all that life that was once here is just sort of gone and forgotten. So I wanted to pay homage to those businesses and that life that was once here, but not be too specific as to a very particular kind of business. So I made references to some of those businesses through this piece. I've got a large "Sorry No Vacancy" sign that lights up at night, and at night all the windows become illuminated with different silhouettes and motion. And so a couple of the windows have animated projections in them. And within those projections, I have things like someone getting their hair cut, which makes a reference to hair salons that used to be here, or someone walking and eating, or a couple ballroom dancing. So sort of alluding to the businesses that were once here without being exactly specific with a sign that says dancing school or salon.
Right. What do you think about the Made Here project overall? You know, that all these lots of vacant spaces are getting made over with different pieces of art.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great for the city, and I think it's great for the local arts community. It gives artists and creative people a space and an opportunity to come up with new challenges, to come up with new pieces or works to exhibit, or gives them a space to exhibit existing work. And it helps the city because it fills all these voids and brings a new life back to these spaces that have been so forgotten, and brings attention back to them as well.
Very good. What kind of feedback are you hearing from people who have seen this at night?
Yeah, a lot of people are commenting about it, that they really like it. It's really interesting. I have yet to hang out here at night on a corner without revealing who I am and just listen to reactions, but I should probably take the time to do that this summer and kind of listen to what people say. I am curious as to whether people are keenly aware that it's an art project, or maybe they think there is something that's happening up here. But that was sort of the point of the piece, is to leave it ambiguous. So I think that any reaction, as long as people sort of notice it, is a good thing.
Well, so good. Anything else you want to say about this project or other things that you're working on right now?
I don't know. Right now I'm one of 5 fellows for the Jerome Fellowship for Emerging Artists, so I'll be having a show coming up this October at the MCAD Main Gallery with the 4 other fellows, so I'm currently working on a couple of new pieces for that.
Fantastic. All right, well, thank you, Robin.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate your time. Okay.